Good evening. My name is Divested Wife, and I want to talk about this interracial couple that goes by the name Queen of Kings, that is spelled Kween of Kings. They are going viral on multiple platforms. They're going viral on TikTok and they're going viral on YouTube. And a lot of black males are highly jealous, triggered, and upset by this. What's highly triggering and upsetting to a lot of black males is that this woman is a baby mama that has 2 black children. Being a baby mama did not stop her from knowing her self-worth and realizing that she deserves a lot better than what she has been getting. So she met her a tall and handsome white zaddy online, and they ended up falling in love. And now she went from being a baby mama to being a wife. And a lot of black males are highly triggered and upset by this. And I think also the reason why they're so upset is because they cannot stand the sight of a black woman who is protected. You know, are you going to walk up to this couple and talk about bed wench this, bed wench? No, you're not. You niggas don't have a fucking thing to say to interracial couples to our face. But you want to talk all this shit online, okay? This man literally looks like he could just take your head and just rip it right out of the spine like some Mortal Kombat shit, okay? You know, they cannot stand the sight of a protected black woman. Really, they can't. And also why they're so triggered and jealous is that this man has stepped up to the plate and now is taking care of 2 black children that are not even his, okay? They're calling him dad, not your fucking dusty ass. I also think the reason why they're so triggered and jealous over this couple is that if you look at their videos, they're quite affectionate and very sensual. Their sexual chemistry is off the charts. And this bothers and disturbs a lot of black men because they are so used to black women just picking from them, okay? It is completely absurd to think that black women cannot find white men sexually attractive, okay? I've always found white men to be sexually attractive. I always have. And men of no color as well. You know, I've dated Asian men. I've dated Latin men, okay? I've just always found men of no color and white men very sexually attractive, okay? And that bothers a lot of black males because not only do they tell you how undesirable you are, deep down, they don't want other races of men wanting you as well. So it really disturbs them when they see interracial couples who are really in love. So, of course, O'Shea Duke Jackson makes a video about this interracial couple. And if you listen to the video, to me, it's quite obvious that he wants to spread the message that this is not the norm, that this is not the norm for black women who have black children to be able to get white men and to be able to settle down and live happily ever after. This is nothing more than a gaslighting tactics that black males will use in order to keep you from exploring your options as a black woman. Okay? O'Shea loves to sit on his channel and brag about black men with white women and brag about black men dating non-black women. But when it comes to black women doing the same thing, he has an issue with it. All right. And he loves to remind black women that this is not the norm. All right. He talks about how beautiful this baby mama is. And that's why she's got a white man. And this is not the norm. So y'all black women should just give up hope. And this is nothing more than just a gaslighting tactic. So let's take a listen to his video.
Do me a favor. Close your eyes for just a moment. Unless you're driving. But if you're somewhere sitting down, just close your eyes. I want you to imagine this. Imagine there's a woman who has 2 kids by a guy that she's not married to. She meets a guy online. After 2 weeks, this guy moves into her house, becomes the stepdad, and marries her. What would you think about that particular scenario? Well, I'll tell you, that's what happened.
No, that is not what happened, okay? He did not move into her house. She moved in with him. And this is solid proof how a lot of these jealous, obsessed nigcels will try to demonize our men or try to paint false narratives about our men.
But there's something wrong. Stop the show. You see, the guy in this scenario is white. The lady is black. And the children are black also. Could Hollywood have come up with a better script than what I just told you? I don't think so. But now, this story is a story of the TikTok page Queen of Kings. Now, the man is white, as I said. She is black. And I think this is a nice story, although some of the videos that I've been sent are quite cringe. For an example, this one here. Now, he's rubbing her feet and he says, me trying to give my black wife her reparation off February so she don't start reminding me of what my ancestors did. I want you to see some of the comments here below. Margaritas for lunch. Smiley, smiley, smiley. Memphis Slim. Y'all play too much. Kiki Love. LMAO. I'm crying. Good people prosper. Okay. Basiah Jackson. Very kind and thoughtful of you. Absolutely beautiful. Protect Black American women. That's an interesting name. That person's laughing. Roderick Gaines. Power to the people. This is funny to African Americans that a white man is rubbing a black woman's foot during Black history, so he doesn't remind her of what his ancestors did. But now I dare you to do something different. Close your eyes again. Imagine if that was a black man or a white woman rubbing a black man's feet doing that. Would those comments say, sad music, y'all play too much? LMAO, I'm crying. Very kind and thoughtful of you. Absolutely beautiful. The answer is no. A black man with a white wife would never be able to get that over, get away with that at all. And to be honest, as an African American, that is disrespectful. You shouldn't even talk about reparations at all. If you have a black wife, have a black wife. But talking about what your ancestors did, it's completely out of line for you to even speak on that. But see, the sickness with a lot of our people in our community is we really want to be next to those people. We complain about it, but once they come over to us, we love to accept them. We want white acceptance.
Ain't y'all the same niggas who are sitting up here having whole weddings themed in slavery? Okay, I don't want to fucking hear it. Now, even though I do find his jokes about respirations to be in poor taste, they're not bothering me because guess what? I'm not a fucking slave. I was not born a slave. My family was not born a slave. Matter of fact, none of you motherfuckers were born slaves too. So get over it.
Now, I want to look at another video. The second one here. To the man who flew with me across the country after 2 weeks of knowing me to get my kids when their dad tried to kidnap them. So wait a minute. I want to read some of the comments here. User 244237 says, God sent you a good man. Veronica, you guys are perfect. Unapologetically D, is there a story behind this amazing love? Lady Red, that's so sweet and kind of him. Wow. Because you know what? Let me tell you something. And this is a woman thing in general. Once you have kids by another man, it doesn't work out. Let somebody come out and save you from yourself. And it's even better if the guy is white. So now these ladies here believe that's the greatest thing in the world. This guy sacrifices himself. It's almost like, a religious story, right? Jesus Christ dies on the sin. Actually, religious music demo. So it's almost like Jesus Christ dies for the sins of the people so that we all can live and have, eternity, right? We can all have that, an everlasting life. But see, somebody had to die in that, right? Which is Jesus. And this is what some ladies are looking for, okay? In order for you to get salvation, some guy has to sacrifice his entire life while you don't have to sacrifice anything to go ahead and come out there and, stop whatever he's doing to take care of your family, which this guy may have done it. I have no problem with him. But if you think that's what the majority of guys are going to do, it's not going to happen. Let's also talk about the obvious. She is very good looking from what I can tell. She's a very good looking lady, meaning that if he was going to risk it all, he's doing it because obviously she's attractive. But not many ladies are going to be able to say and get that same experience.
Notice how black males will sit up here and try to paint the false narrative that this white man does not have any free will, as if he is forced to be in this situation. This is a grown ass man. He has made the decision to not only marry this woman, but to take on the responsibility of taking care of her children, because he, as a grown ass man, chose to do so. All right. So you're not going to sit up here and play in our faces and act like as if she manipulated this man to be here and so forth. No, I'm not believing in it. OK. Also, notice how when black men are talking about single black women who are mothers and shit like that, they will literally sit up here and expect you to struggle by yourself. All right. They will guilt trip you if you want a good man. They will guilt trip you into thinking if you want a good man to support you and take care of you, that there's something wrong with you. Oh, you trying to find a man to use. You trying to find a man that you can use to take care of your kids and to give you a better life. Well, women of other races already expect this. So why is it demonizing when black women expect this from a man? Of course, I want a man to come into my life and make my life easier, not worse. Okay, what sense does that make? And I can use the same logic against passport bros. You motherfuckers are taking money going overseas to target underprivileged women so you can save them. So shut the fuck up.
Stop whatever he's doing to take care of your family, which this guy may have done it. I have no problem with him. But if you think that's what the majority of guys are going to do, it's not going to happen. Let's also talk about the obvious. She is very good looking, from what I can tell. She's a very good looking lady, meaning that if he was going to risk it all, he's doing it because obviously she's attractive. But not many ladies are going to be able to say and get that same experience.
First of all, beauty is in the eyes of the beholder. And one of the things that really irks me about black men is that they think that they're going to sit online and try to speak on what white men want. They have an extremely bad habit of doing this, okay? If white men only wanted black women who look like supermodels, then why are there so many white men marrying plus-size black women? Why do plus-size black women have zero issues finding white men? Okay? It's because beauty is in the eyes of the beholder. All right? And you ain't going to sit up here and think that you're going to tell black women that they need to be perfect and they need to look perfect and they need to act perfect in order to find a white man.
Now, he says this: showing my stepson through action that he's a gift, not a curse. Don't have a problem with that. If he wants to do it, I think that's great. They now have their own child. That's fantastic. But now we need to talk about the majority of most American men. Most American men are not going to do that in today's world. We're already seeing that marriage rates are going down. Guys are looking to be alone more or less, because to be honest, what does this guy get out of this, out of personal satisfaction? The lady's benefiting from a man being there. What about him? What does he get out of taking care of kids that are not his, regardless of the race?
Why do you keep asking what is he getting out of this? This man has a beautiful black wife. He has beautiful children. He has the respect from his community, the respect from his peers. Like, this man has it all. Okay. Plus a successful YouTube channel where millions of people watch his content and enjoy his content. Like, what do you mean? What is he getting out of it? And I think that's what bothers y'all the most. You're bitter, you're jealous and mad because these white men are building whole kingdoms. Okay. They're not sitting up in here pretending to be kings. They actually have their own kingdom and they have their legacies in tow. While you motherfuckers sit online pretending that y'all kings and don't even have a kingdom. It bothers you to see a married man with his family enjoying his life. Okay? Y'all can sit up here all you want pretending like y'all are not bitter and jealous, but it shows. And if jealousy was a disease, you bitches need to get well because you're very sick. All right? This man has it all. And that's what bothers you the most.
This last video that I'd like to discuss, when you get invited to the barbecue. This is funny, right? I mean, he's having a good time. I don't mind that. But this is really what it is. And I think the ultimate goal is that this is going to be monetized as a interracial couple kingdom. They're going to get a lot of money. If you see them on YouTube, actually, they're already at 249,000 subscribers. And we know who's watching them. Sisters. Okay? Sisters. They have 130 million views on YouTube because this is the woman's dream. How I can get a white man to do X, Y, and Z, to come in here and basically give ladies a chance or hope. Being black is cool. Get a white guy to do X, Y, and Z. Again, I don't have.
A lot of times when a white man is dating a black woman, it's because that is what he wants. All right. We're not forcing him to be with us. We're not forcing him to take care of our previous children from other relationships. We're not doing any of that. Okay. White men are picking us because that is what they want. Get over it, O'Shea. And the rest of you dusty passport bros can get over it as well. Okay. I have never forced no white man to be with me. I have never coerced the white man to be in my life. They wanted to be in my life.
But now, how often do you think that this is going to happen? And then also, sharing the relationships with, I don't know if she's African or anything like that, but, let's just show the relationship of, I have a white mother-in-law. But if anything goes wrong, we're going to hear racism. We're going to hear those things. And the reality of it is this. It can happen. The likelihood of it not happening is a lot. Most men in America are not going to do this. But if you are going to do this, here are certain things that helped her. She's beautiful. She is good looking. Shout out to Brother Jack Smith that sent it to me. And in good shape. That definitely helps. But look at Sierra. Russell Wilson could have had another woman, but Sierra is extremely beautiful. It helps to be beautiful. It helps to be in good shape. But the majority of ladies may or may not have this opportunity. And for most people, it's a dream.
What do you mean this is only a dream? No, it's not a dream. It's a reality for many black women who have black children from previous relationships. Okay? That still is not stopping black women from dating out. All right? So no, this is not a dream. This is a reality. But I can tell you this is a nightmare for black males because they have used the baby mama as a punching bag and as a stepping stone in order to boost their own low self-esteem, even though they're the ones creating these baby mamas, okay? So these Dusty's biggest fear is for the baby mama to move the fuck on with her life with men of no color and white men and live happily ever after. That is their biggest fears. So they'll sit up there and tell you that this is not a reality, that this cannot happen to you. And it's up to you whether you choose to believe it or not. Because I'll tell you this right now. If I was listening to O'Shea Duke Jackson, do you think that I would be married to a white man today? Absolutely not. So realize this, black women. If you have black children from a previous relationship, that is not going to stop men from finding you attractive. That is not going to stop men from wanting to marry you. So realize that you do have options. So that's all I have to say about this. If you like this video, smash that like button and subscribe for more content below. Thank you for watching.